Hey everybody, DJ Porkchop hanging out with you tonight on a Tuesday evening. Pardon me, turn my scanner down. Boston Scientific Stimulator update. A year and a half, almost dead even, I guess. I mentioned in a video or two ago that I was having an issue that I was going to speak with my doc about yesterday, and I did. But first, let me catch everyone up to speed in case you're a new viewer just found these here videos. Essentially, all 5 of my viewers can fill you in on that story, by the way. But anyway, being a wise guy, sorry. Started out several years back. I started getting a good old-fashioned case of lumbago. Shout out to RDR2 players, or otherwise known as sciatica. Back pain from holy hell, sciatica galore on my right leg. It hurt to walk. I could barely walk. I fought the system for a long time. Doc wanted to try this stimulator on me, and I was like, nope, quack medicine, not gonna happen. And so anyway, I kept listening to these people on the internet, the people that didn't have insurance and couldn't afford to pay for the stimulator, so they got to badmouth it. The people who didn't do what their doctors told them to do, so they want to blame the stimulator for it instead of themselves. They people. Now, there are some legitimate people out there this thing just didn't work for. They might have had a fantastic trial, but the implant itself just didn't go well. I understand that, but I had to stop listening to and actually listen to reason, which was I had nothing left to lose. I had everything to gain. I don't watch my kids grow up. There were 2 of them done was, essentially moving out. On the 3rd one, he was still young enough to be at home, but still I watched them grow up. Couldn't do nothing with them, and I was tired. I was tired of living essentially. Well, like that at least, I should say. So I give in and I talked to my doc about it, and here we go with this trial, and the trial worked great. When they pulled it out of me, I had to go, I think it was a couple, 2 or 3 weeks maybe, before I got my permanent implant. Man, that really sucked, because boy, you get a taste of freedom, and then gone. They take it from you, it's gone. You don't know if you're going to get it back or not, if the insurance is going to say, okay, go for it. In my case, they did. I got to the hospital in sheer pain. They were shooting me with Dilaudid, all that good jazz. Just so I could lay in them crappy ass beds they got in the hospital with them little foam mattresses like that thick. I'm a big old boy, I was even a whole lot bigger then too. I think I've I've lost like 45, 50 pounds since I got my stimulator installed, implanted. But through the course of my videos, I always maintained that where that generator was placed, mine's implanted above left butt cheek, hip area. Not in my stomach. It's in the back, in the hip area, butt cheek. But it always kind of sucked a little bit to sit up straight on chairs. I'm sitting up straight now, but I'm not even touching the back of the chair. When I'm in the house sitting, or if I'm out here even, I'll put something behind me so I actually slouch down. And everybody with blown disc and all that, you really don't want to slouch because it makes it suck even worse, right? So anyway, fast forward to today. I went and talked to Doc yesterday about it, and he said essentially what's going on is with the weight loss that's to be expected. The battery's got to get it's actually a generator. It's got to get readjusted where it's at inside of you, because mine's sticking out now a good little distance. You can see it sticking out of my back. But naturally, your body wants to push it out. This is what he was explaining to me. I'm not a doctor, I don't know. So please don't take anything I say as medical advice. But he essentially compared it to like you're getting a splinter in your finger. Your body tries to push it. It forms that little bump over it because you start getting a little infection maybe, but your body wants to push that splinter out. He said that generator's, the implant's the same way. It wants to push it out. And a whole bunch of other doctor stuff he said that I can't even think to repeat, so I won't even try. So essentially what he said is, he can go in and fix that, which is they put a little bitty incision in He said we can even do it clinical. My insurance will not allow that to happen. They require me to be in a hospital, not to stay. It can be outpatient, but he can't do it in his office. But he said 9 out of 10 people, maybe 8 out of 10 people, whatever his number was, he does in clinic. He has his own little surgery center there, but he puts a little incision and readjusts that battery, pushes it back into you further. I guess cuts the pocket out a little more. Once again, I don't know, but I've been through that once, so it didn't hurt my feelings none to hear it again. I wasn't looking forward to staples all over again. That part sucked. But he said what he wants to do, he said that's a problem now, and people are getting really tired of it. As I did not know, mentioned in another video of mine, to be a very informed patient. The best informed patients are going to get the best care because you ask questions. Me, all I said was going to make you feel better. He said your back won't stop hurting, but your nerves are going to, the sciatica is going to be gone. He said if we do it properly, it'll be gone. Well, that's music to my ears, right? I don't need, what else do I need to hear? I should have heard a whole bunch of other stuff too. Am I telling you don't get it? Absolutely not. I'm a firm believer in it. I thought it was quack medicine, like I said. I'm a firm believer in it now. Sorry about that. But he said to fight that problem, they have a new thing, stimulator, that they don't have to implant in your body. Once again, I'm very uninformed. I should have researched it before I made this here video. But that's not what this video is about. It was just an update to let you know what's going on. Because I try to do these periodically. It's been rather slow for past few months, but I apologize for that. But nonetheless, I'm still got my remote controls in the house. But it still works. It still works like $1,000,000. It's just that generator sucks. I can't sit back in chairs. Try to play my PlayStation, try to drive a car, ride in a car very far. That really sucks. I did do my trip to New Orleans. That video's on here, the big trip. We even stopped relatively often there too, so I could get out and move and readjust. I had a pillow with me, and that kind of sucks in a car too. Pillow behind my back, no. But anyway, so that's kind of what I got going on there. Is the stimulator still providing relief in spite of the fact? 100%. I'm out here in the garage right now. I'm not in the house sitting on my duff. Well, I'm sitting out here, but still. But I still get on the treadmill. I walk miles and miles at a time. I can jump on a total fitness body bike where you use your arms and your legs both and pedal, pedal, pedal for miles and miles and miles. No sciatic pain whatsoever. So, for me, I would call that probably a 85 to 90% relief compared to where I was. I was ready to cash my chips in before. Now, not so much. I'm in pretty good shape. Actually look forward to waking up because I know even if I have nothing to do, I'll find something to do. And it's going to hurt, my back will hurt. But I don't have that damn sciatica or lumbago, as it used to be called. I just don't have it no more. Here's the catch. I did start getting sciatica back again a couple months after I did get the implant. As a matter of fact, pretty bad too. And people are like, at that point, people are like, man, it just don't work. It quit working. It just stopped. I want this thing out of me. That's wrong. For me it was, not for you. For me it was wrong. I had to get readjusted. My rep, I know people nag about their reps constantly. Mine was fantastic. If I needed her tomorrow, I'd be able to see her tomorrow. I'd call her right up and she'd be Johnny on the spot right there at the doctor's office waiting for me to get there. Fantastic lady. I won't drop no names, but she's a fantastic person. Always treated me well, so. But, so I don't know, but she got me straightened up. Here's the kicker, though, that I started to mention before I get off track. I did get an L5 S1 Fusion while I was in the middle of getting them programs reprogrammed. And once that Fusion was done, I've not had any sciatica since. A little touch in my left leg, and it's gone now too, so take it for what it's worth. You know, so I got a little bit of both worlds in there. So, but that's the update. Nothing's going to happen anytime soon. I'm just getting ready to start new treatments for another blown disc. I expect that to take 6 weeks on its own, 6-7 weeks. Well, plus 2 that I'm waiting to get in. So that's 2 full months right off the bat. So we're in September now, middle of September, November. I'm not looking at having anything happen before next year. So I'll keep up with developments and what's going on with my stimulator. Any news I get from Doc, if things get pushed forward, if we got whatever the case may be. And I'll do some research on the brand that he uses. I belong to a Facebook group. I'll drop a link here too. It's run by a fellow here on YouTube. He goes by Joseph of Borg. Fantastic guy. He's a great guy. Tried to do a little call-in show, but technology wasn't working out very well for us at the time. Hopefully one day soon we'll be able to do it again. We had a really good time doing it. But anyway, check him out. I'll post his links too. Fantastic community. Somebody in there was saying that they had got one of them implantless ones, but they had some issues with it. Now, once again, that's they. So, I mean, it's, I got to take it for what it's worth and hear all sides of the stories. But if you want to hear a lot about spinal cord stimulators, good to bad to ugly, check out Joseph Borg's group. And like I say, he's a fantastic guy. He screens everything. He lets it go through. If it's questionable, he'll let it go through as long as it ain't controversial. So he's not like that. He's a pretty cool guy. So, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I got some dogs to take care of. They want to be fed, taken out, all that good stuff. And through the grace of my stimulator, I can do that. So, take care, everyone. Check them link. I'll drop a link to the Facebook group by Joe. I'll drop a link to my playlist in case you're a new member on the channel, want to check out all my journey videos. I'll post all those below. Check them out, and I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit the like button. I hate saying it, man. But supposedly it helps your channel come up in suggestions, I guess. So share, like, whatever, all that other stuff that all the other YouTubers tell you to do. Do that over here too. Anyway, we'll catch up with y'all later, and I'll give you updates. Catch you later. Bye.